What's up guys, King here, bringing you a review on the latest One Piece chapter 846. Whoa, we're like 4 chapters away from 850 now. Man, I think that's when it's going to end this year on that chapter. I think that's when the wedding's going to be as well, actually. So I think that's what Oda's going to do. He's going to try and lead to the wedding so we can be at it for next year. And hopefully we can wrap this arc up more faster, because this chapter was very fast paced. Like, it got to the point very quickly, and in fact this was probably one of the best chapters we've gotten in a long time, mostly because of the huge important information dump that we got to the end of it. But yeah, so let's just get into it, right? Okay, this chapter is basically cut into 3 parts. We start with Luffy and Nami and the aftermath basically of the battle against the arranged army. And yeah, man, Luffy has just been going at it. Like, he pretty much KO'd like the chessboard homie division of the army. So all of those guys, like, they've just been knocked out and eradicated. Not killed, obviously, or maybe they have been killed. I mean, they are homies. They're not really living. So I mean, they're not real people. I mean, they're food and objects. So technically speaking, you could kill them, right? But yeah, it looks like they've just been knocked out. However, you know, bad news as it is, you know, because there was a lot of these guys coming down, like, you know, throwing their wrath at Nami and Luffy. So what, you know, worst case scenario did come true. These guys got owned. They got owned. I mean, Nami has been captured, like, and you know, she managed to use Big Mama's thunder weather against the army by using her weapons and shit. So that was very unexpected for them. But in the end it didn't work out, because she's been captured by one of the Charlotte daughters. Look, who's got like a really large neck and looks pretty terrifying actually. And then Luffy, you know, he's still going at it. Like, he's refusing to move from the spot, and he's going at it. But eventually he also gets taken down by one of the Charlotte sons, I believe, who's got mastery of books, illusions and stuff. I think it's kind of like a trick to bring fantasy or environments from the books into the real world. I don't know what it's like, but it's basically like a hallucinogen illusion that Luffy gets pulled into, like another dimension. Nami can see what's going on, obviously, and she tries to warn him, but too late. Luffy gets KO'd by like these 2 guys, who I think they're using Haki, like these 2 big huge guys. At the same time, you've got like one of the other Charlotte members, or a homie I think, who's got mastery of cream, whatever, you know, fighting him as well. So, you know, it's just not working out. Like, Luffy is overwhelmed. There's also the fact that they even mentioned that he's been going at it all night with Cracker. So, you know, Luffy at this point, he can't keep up. Even when he goes into 4th gear, he can't keep up. I mean, he is pretty much exhausted and he gets KO'd like a bitch, man. And yeah, he gets captured. They don't get killed, they get captured, which is very surprising, because the whole idea of the arranged army was that when they get called in, you're screwed, basically. You know, they're going to kill you. But no, Big Mom wants them captured alive. Nami, obviously, you know, they find the Vivid card in her, and they realize that that's how she's been controlling the homies, and that's how they defeated the chessboard army as well, because they were homies as well, so they couldn't attack Luffy and Nami if they wanted to. So, and yeah, they pretty much find out it's from Lola, so now they got the idea that they've stolen it from her, but Nami shouts out that no, that they're friends with her. So maybe this is going to play a role in maybe having Big Mom, you know, becoming friends with them, or, you know, just being a bit more wary of them. I'm not trying to kill them outright. But yeah, we don't know what the ordeal of all of this is going to be, how this is going to have repercussions, because we still don't even know what happened to Lola herself after the full of arc ended. So that's also a curious question to wonder. But yeah, Luffy and Nami are pretty much captured, and they're screwed. They're in hell right now. That's what it is. We then cut to Big Mom, Speak of the Devil, and Sanji talking with Sanji, you know, asking Big Mom to let the Straw Hat crew go and leave them alive. And Big Mom agrees. You know, she accepts, for the simple fact that Sanji has agreed without any feistiness, or, you know, what do you call it, a scene moving, whatever, to marry Pudding. So for, you know, she's alright now, she's cool with that, as long as Sanji sticks, you know, acts more sensible, basically. So that even surprises Sanji. How it surprises me, because, like, you know, she even points out that Luffy has gone, you know, he's done some very bullshit shit to her, like with the whole coming to our island, defeating one of our commanders, and the whole situation in Fishman Island as well that happened like a few years back. So you know, you have to consider the fact, like, she is pissed, and there's even this little panel where she comes right down and she looks freaking terrifying, actually. Like, you can tell why she's a Yonko and why people are afraid of her. I mean, she's got that crazy, enraged, terrifying serial killer look. Like, this is someone you don't want to piss off. And, you know, I can't help but think that maybe she's pulling Sanji's leg here, because at the moment this all feels very reminiscent of Water 7/Ainis lobby, with the same thing with Robin asking, you know, the world government not to hurt the Straw Hats and to let them leave, and she agrees to go with them. So this is pretty much basically a do-over of that with Sanji now, and with the world government basically being Big Mom. So yeah, it's kind of the same thing, and we know how it's all going to end out in the end. But yeah, you can't help but feel, but maybe, just maybe, you know, she's pulling their legs, because like, yeah, if I was a Yonko and a bunch of guys came in and did all this shit, I don't think I would be as more likely to let them leave. So I don't know, I'm sensing a very bad, dangerous vibe here, unless she's being very truthful, but I doubt it, because she has captured them and she is keeping them prisoner. Instead of, you know, just throwing them on the ship and getting them out. But then you can't really do that when you've got the other Straw Hat members running around. They haven't been caught yet. But yeah, just something to take notice of, because yeah, Big Mom, she doesn't look all right in the head there. And then of course we get to the last part of the chapter, which is pretty much the chapter that everyone's probably going to be talking about, because wow, the information dump that's revealed here is phenomenal on Oda's part, and it starts to open up the mystique and the lore of the world of One Piece up even more regarding the Poneglyphs. The Polyglyphs? The Polygraphs, or what you call them Poneglyphs, the Polygraphs, damn it, I can't even pronounce it properly, damn it. But yeah, we got one of our I think it's one of our commanders, Tomoko, sitting down in this like nice main hall kind of room, security room, and you know, sitting down there, and he's talking with is one of the sweet commanders, and we finally get introduced to the third one, Commander Smoothie. And man, this is, you know, people are either going to consider this a very giant sexy bitch or a very scary sexy bitch, but damn, she is something. And the fact she's called Commander Smoothie, you know, you're wondering what that means, like what is her power. And yeah, we get a good first-hand look at what that power is, because we see her twisting someone, I don't know if it's a man or a chick, but she's twisting them, and they're screaming in pain as like the fluid or life force, whatever, just runs down like you know, like liquid, like the way you would squeeze an orange, and it's just running down into this cup for her, and she ends up taking a drink in it while she throws the corpse down on the floor, and it's all drained of like the fluids and shit, like they're dead, I think. So yeah, that's a very horrifying power to have. And yeah, it looks like she's going to be a very dangerous adversary. I mean, if Cracker was hard to take down, you're going to have to imagine how hard it's going to be to take her down. But I imagine that Luffy's just going to end up drinking wherever she throws her. But then again, she's taking the life force from people and making it into smoothies. So it's like, that's probably going to be a bit more difficult to handle. But yeah, the important dump about this chapter regarding the Poneglyphs is the fact that it's revealed that there are 30 of them. 30 Poneglyphs, ladies and gentlemen, and I think we've only ever seen 3 or 4 of them in the entire story. But yeah, we get basically told that there's four, as we already know, road Poneglyphs, but there are 9 information Poneglyphs. Now I don't know if that means the Void Sentry Poneglyphs, that there's 9 of them, or something else. But yeah, we find out that there's 4 of those, which Big Mom has. We see it. It's right there, you know, behind the like bars and shit. And there's 2 of those 9, I believe, Poneglyphs stashed below it, you know, including the one that Jabbar brought. So yeah, they're there, and they're important as shit, and they obviously want to collect them, all of them, to find out about the history and to get to Raftel as well. So, you know, I imagine Big Mom can become the Pirate King. But yeah, that's some crazy shit right there. I mean, we never even knew how many Poneglyphs there were. We always wondered how many there were around, and now we know. Now we know for a fact that there's 30 of them, 4 of those are the roads, and 9 of them are information Poneglyphs. Now, whether those are meant to detail how to get to the road Poneglyphs, I don't know. If it's regarding Void Sentry, I don't think that was pretty much confirmed, but those are important. So obviously that's going to play some role in the story to come now. At the same time, we see that Brook's spirit form has snuck in and is listening to this entire conversation, and he ends up going back out like into one of the rooms where his body is, waiting with Pedro. And we also discover that Pedro snuck onto Layer Cake Island 5 years ago and tried to steal one of the Poneglyphs, because he was a pirate commander, and he was known as a Poneglyph thief. But it was Peckham's who ended up saving his life. So I guess that's why Peckham's ended up working for Big Mom, maybe because he gave his services to her in order to let Pedro go. Maybe that could be the case, I don't know. But yeah, at the moment, shit's just not looking good. I mean, Brook even says that the chances of leaving Layer Cake Island and coming back again with the full crew is going to be zero, because they're not going to get another opportunity like this to get these more Poneglyphs. At the same time, security is too high up at this point, so it's going to be even more difficult to get in there, because the chances are they're going to end up dying just trying to get these Poneglyphs out in the first place. So yeah, everything's just looking very, very shitty for everyone. You know, Luffy and Nami are captured. God knows what's going to happen to them. Whether that Vivid card belonging to Lola is going to play a role in this, we don't know. Sanji is going ahead with the wedding. I mean, and Big Mom's all happy and sure about it, and she's going to let the Straw Hat crew go. We don't know if she's legit, but that's what she says, so we gotta take her word on it. Like, hopefully it all works out. She's not gonna be a beast about it, but then you also gotta consider the fact that she's looking forward to that crate of sweets, and I think we know there's a bomb in there, so that's probably gonna unhinge her greatly when she gets her hands on it. And then now we've got Brook and Pedro trying to get these more Poneglyphs out, because that's their mission, and security has been tight as hell, and one of the sweet commanders as well is safeguarding it. So how the hell are they going to get into that room, get those raw Poneglyphs out, and then, you know, save the others? And then of course we don't know what happened to Chopper and Carrot. They're still in the mirror world, so obviously those two are probably going to play an important role maybe in rescuing everyone. So that's just my guess. But yeah, shit is going down, and the information dump of the chapter by Oda is just like, wow, because you can tell he's getting through the basics. He's getting through this chapter. He's not wasting his time. He wants this chapter, like this arc, to just go at fast-paced speed at this point. So he's not wasting any more time with fights and that. He's getting through it very quickly. So that's much appreciated, because I don't want this arc to drag out any longer than it already is. But yeah, definitely a good chapter, and I can't wait for next week to see what happens next. Anyway guys, before my camera shuts off, I hope you like this review. As always, like and subscribe, and I shall see you when I shall see you. Take care and bye.